time for my irrelevant news of the week.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch them? I mean, yeah, they stink.
Every week, we always have some good ones. Let's see, the first one I have here. Antonio Brown ordered to pay over $169,000 for selling fake. Can you help me out with the pronunciation of this? Is Richard Mille?
Yeah, Richard Mille.
Yeah, Richard Mille to 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐵 CEO. So this man is out there. What's wrong with him?
Scamming.
Scammy.
It's that Florida shit.
But did he get scammed though?
Who? Who?
The dude he gave it to?
No. Him initially when he first got it.
Go to the mic, man. You keep talking about it.
So when he first got that watch, did he get scammed?
Antonio Brown is a scammer. The man lied about his COVID test and didn't pay for that. Got sued. Everywhere he goes, he don't pay.
So initially when he purchased the watch, what I'm saying is, so everybody wants to go out and they want to buy the jewelry. They go to these jewelers and the jewelers like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's all real. So when he actually gave this watch to someone else and said, yo, it's a real watch. Now he went to get it appraised and they're like, oh, this shit is fake.
You're actually giving Antonio Brown the benefit of the doubt for him to say that he didn't get something that was fake?
Any of these rappers.
Sorry. That narrative is not getting pushed here. I'm sorry. Not happening, brother. Not happening. Not happening.
Yeah. So he was using his name as credibility versus
Nah, he's just a wild man that just don't like to pay people. That's all it is. It's well documented. The man bought an Arena League team and didn't pay a single penny.
Correct.
And got kicked out of the league.
Just showed up like I'm the celebrity.
It's wild. But yeah, Cameron and Mace want him on the show, right? Did he show up yet?
Yeah, he went the first time, right?
He was there?
Oh.
I don't watch the show.
I have no idea.
Phil, do you watch it?
I don't.
Okay. Moving on. Mexican doctors conclude test on alleged non-human alien corpses. Here's what they've determined.
Here we go.
The test found no evidence of skull assembly or manipulation, suggesting the remains were not human-made. The director of the Health Sciences Research Institution in the Mexican Navy's office stated that the specimens were not assembled with human objects and one appeared to be in gestation. Remember, you were talking about that. A little pregnant. So, what do we think?
Can we fuck it?
That's a hell of a question.
It's smaller than a whatchamacallit horse.
The mini horse?
Smaller than a mini horse.
It's not thick.
It's not thick.
How you know?
I
What
saw
we
them
saw,
fucking-
saw the-
what we saw was
You saw it in the
It's also
chocolate.
the frontal.
Was-
You saw it in a chocolate box. What do you mean?
No. Hang
It's a
on.
frontal.
That shit was a
chocolate box, yeah.
fossil.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Fo-
A
fossil.
Say
I think
again.
it's
Fossil.
A fossil.
Whatever.
A
This is
frozen.
Boston.
It was a fossil, right? So
So what? The
any
skin?
fossil, yeah, you know what
The-
happens.
the
when
meat
it's
fell
like
off?
A fossil, like it's not really the
But
size that it's.
But it's still tinier than a.
I can't.
Hey, there's a fossil. There's a way. That's what I gotta say.
Wow.
Phil, do you believe in these things?
Yeah, I think it's really smoke and mirrors though. I mean, at the end of the day, you're talking about they're saying, "Oh, we got this 1,000-year-old thing." You didn't just dig it up
Right.
like yesterday and say, "Hey guys, look at this 1,000-year-old thing that I found."
Who
Like
thought-
they've had this shit for how long?
Who thought to dig it up and see if it's pregnant? Like
They've been
fucking
doing
1,000 years old.
Somebody was like,
Who's that curious?
"I'm gonna go and check."
bro.
Who's that shit? Yo,
Somebody got a pap?
yo,
Somebody said,
yo.
"I'm gonna do it."
I'm gonna check.
Somebody.
Mine?
I'm gonna do it.
Me? It's me. Fuck it. They found it.
Wait, but it's a fuck. If the cake is dry, how did you even? Were they taking samples of dirt?
You don't know how to wet cake?
Cool.
Yo,
Yo,
They put the rubber glove on.
let's go.
And then it did, bro.
Surgical.
yo, they putting in the fucking.
Listen, all of this stuff is
It's
cool.
it's like cement,
We've all
It's a
dealt,
cinder
we've
block.
all we dealt with cement at least once or twice.
Right.
but it's a cinder block. It's not wet.
I know that I
Nothing's
think you got to
wet.
call a paleontologist. I think that's what they
Yes.
call them.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. My whole thing is
Really?
this, right? All right. Yeah, you got the fossils and stuff. Yeah, you got all this other evidence. It's not human made. Those are not the alarming parts of the story.
No.
It's the fact that nobody wants to talk about it, but I keep mentioning it. They're in a fucking chocolate box. Who puts these things in a chocolate box? If this was Area 51, it would be in some glass case, and you see the smoke come out of it. There gotta be a passcode on it.
Right.
They're in a fucking chocolate box. Ain't nobody putting no damn fossil in there.
Something like
Godiva.
a NICU.
Not doing that.
Like a little NICU chamber.
Right.
Fucking Godiva.
They already did that.
That wasn't even a NICU chamber.
Guys, they already did that.
A what you?
And now they're done with it. So they put it in the chocolate box and show everybody else, like, hey, look what we found.
Hello?
No,
We just found
We have
this
aliens.
today."
no, really. To be honest,
Been there
with
for
you,
30 years.
Yeah, they've had it.
They-
It's
what
been-
they
doing?
They had it in that NICU thing. They
Right.
had it in the water floating around while they cut it up. and
Dried
did
it
all
out
this
for
dumb
12
shit.
hours.
And then they said, all right, we done with this. We can
Right.
show everybody now.
Beef
Yeah.
jerky.
Facts.
Yo.
Hello, Mr. John. We have
Chocolate.
aliens.
Chocolate box. Get out of here with that, man. I don't believe in none of that. Right? None of it.
Nah, it's marketed.
Especially
So you know what's gonna happen around the holidays? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, they're gonna sell these aliens chocolate bars inside of a box and be like, oh
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
now we're selling these.
The Roches?
I mean, it's not gonna be a Forever Rocher. It's gonna
All
be
right.
a.
It's
Here's
gonna
a-
be a Hershey's
It's gonna
fucking.
be, I'll tell you
alien.
what type of chocolate is gonna be inside though.
here's a final question for you guys before we move on. It's pretty fucked up, right?
Gestation?
Do you think, all right, I know you have some crazy people out there, right? Do you think that Planned Parenthood is out
Yo, for them,
there? You think Planned Parenthood is out there?
maybe that's why
That
they came
alien
here.
was gestating, is pregnant.
That's why they came here.
It's life out there. They came here to have birth. Give the aliens a chance. Nicole can't.
If you want some real
That's
funky,
solid.
if you want some real funky wild shit, if they did say it's that's what's in there, you know they're gonna Jurassic Park the shit.
Of course.
I'm sure they have already. If they
If
haven't
they
already.
haven't already,
Yeah.
they're gonna Jurassic Park
They
the
about
fuck
to
out
have
of
this
it.
shit out here like Pokemon, Mewtwo, and fucking.
If they haven't done it
If
over
they
the
haven't
last
done it
30
already.
years since they've had it.
They had it for 30 years. They said.
Who's to say?
Who knows how long they had it?
Who knows how long they had it? It's a fossil, like you said, right?
Don't worry. You can go to the grocery store.
They're already here,
See
bro.
little chocolate boxes.
They've been here. That's all I'm saying.
Cool.
Moving on.
It's crazy.
Moving on. Australian journalist names her newborn baby methamphetamine rules.
Fire. That shit is hard. That's crazy.
That's kind of dope, actually. It's a terrible name, but
How old is she?
who cares?
The last name's
Meth.
Rules.
Methamphetamine
name?
rules. Yeah, what is the last name?
It should be Rules, right?
Is there
Her name is Kirsten Drysdale.
methamphetamine
tweaked out.
rules?
She had meth mouth.
Drysdale?
Yeah.
She definitely had meth mouth.
Yeah. She was smoking a light bulb.
Yeah.
But for real, asking like a 4-year-old to write methamphetamine as their name is like almost a form of torture.
Name's gonna be MR Dodgedale, whatever the fuck his name is.
Doesn't make sense.
Does it fit on the Scantron?
No, it does not.
Doesn't fit on the Scantron as a bar.
It does.
It does not.
Methamphetamine.
It's
It
gonna
does
be
not.
powder substance. Though.
Listen, my first name could never fit on the Scantron, bro.
It's
There's
gonna
always
be powder
like
substance.
there's all,
They're gonna be like, yeah, you never wrote your name. It's on there.
Yeah, right there,
Check your fingers.
Hold
You're
on,
gonna
let me
see
find
powder
it.
on their fingers.
son. But yeah,
all there.
that's why this is the type of people that we have in our society now. I don't get it.
She's like rich or something. Like
Yeah,
okay, all right.
she's a personality, so they do things for press, and she's getting a ton of it because we're talking about it on the show. So, moving on. Winning Time canceled by HBO after 2 seasons. I would like to say something on behalf of the show. You guys ready? I never watched a minute of that fucking show.
No,
Don't care.
I was about to
Don't
ask,
care.
What is this?
what the hell is
I
it
don't know what it
about?
is.
Yeah, Winning Time. It was a show
This show's great.
about
by
the
the way.
Lakers and the Celtics.
That show was fire.
Here's my thing.
Oh, that's the one with Doc Rivers.
Nah.
The fake, not Doc Rivers, but the remake.
Dummy. Yeah.
No, it's
I didn't know. What the
I
show
just
the
said
Lakers.
Lakers and Celtics.
was.
It's a Lakers
When the
Celtics.
fuck did Doc Rivers ever play
I
for the
know.
Lakers and
From the
Celtics?
Celtics.
Magic
Not
Bird.
Doc- I wasn't
Nah,
talking
this
about
is-
that, but you know that stuff.
This is the 80s.
Yeah, this is Magic
This
Bird.
is the
and that's
detailed
it.
of what saved the NBA, of what I've documented over times and times again at Magic Johnson and Larry Bird say the NBA. But I never watched a minute of it.
Show was great.
You know why? Didn't need to. Laker fan. All this stuff is well documented. I know it all. What the hell I need to see bad acting for to watch the show?
The acting's pretty good.
No, it wasn't. I saw some clips.
Oh, now you've seen something.
I seen the clips.
Never seen it before.
I never watched the
Never
show.
seen some clips.
I never watched it.
Might have seen an episode. Like
No. I
pick a
never
lane,
watched
bro.
an episode.
It's good.
Ever.
It's good. I had a feeling they canceled it because like on the last episode they hurry up and tell you like everything that happens in the next 10 years.
Didn't they leave it off with the Celtics winning the championship?
Yeah, I'm
Right.
sure for the next season they would have done like
The Lakers.
the Lakers,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But they ended it with the Celtics winning, and then they like now it's a bunch of reading, and they go through the next like 5 years.
Question for you. You think somebody else picks it up? Obviously, the strike is on, but
If there was no strike,
yeah.
I can see it. I can see someone. Well, it's HBO. It's really tough to like
Yeah.
take those shows and like turn it into something else unless
Right.
it's another like premium streaming service. But
You know
like,
what's
you
sad?
put it on Netflix or something like that. it would
Yeah,
still-
I
it would
think
still be fire.
Netflix. I think Netflix would have definitely put that. You know what's sad? The fact that this strike is going on, that I'm not gonna get another True Detective season. It's messed up.
It's a good show.
It was a good show.
It's a great show. Now that's a great show. This Winning Time shit.
But see, the thing with
Give it a
HBO
chance.
that HBO situation is so common. They kill shit.
All the
Yeah,
time.
They kill shit. All the
Like
time.
it'll be a really good show you're watching,
And then they
like,
pull the plug.
what happened?
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
What do you think it is with them though? Do you think it's more of like because I'm sure there was an interest for this thing. It wasn't like there was a lack of interest. So what causes HBO to kind of like pull the plug on a show?
I think
Boredom?
I think it's an artistic thing. I think it's like, this bores me.
Because the original documentary that that HBO put out about the Lakers and Celtics, I think it was like a 3-parter or something like that, 6-part. Like it did really well. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like they capitalized off of that based on this thing here. They wanted to do Winning Time based on the success of that. So it's like if you had success with that, why don't you just keep going? But then again, it's a different type of storytelling, right? Because you got actors that are doing this while you're literally just like rewatching history with documentaries.
Right.
I get it, but
No, that's cool.
I didn't watch it.
It was good. You can still watch it, even though they canceled it. It's fine, and you know what happens. It's still a great story
I
told.
refuse. Okay. They made Jerry West look crazy. It wasn't true. You know, he wasn't a maniac. He wasn't.
He doesn't come off as a maniac in the show.
In the first season, I heard that's what he said.
I mean,
'Cause
when
even he was mad
when
about
he
it.
was playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when you get into the second season, you see him as a person. It's fine. Like
Yeah.
it's a good show. I think you should just. Yeah, you
It's
should
only
take a
2
watch.
seasons, bro.
It's only 2 seasons.
How long are the episodes?
Like 40 minutes.
Nah,
something
that's
like
not
that.
bad.
Yeah. It's not bad.
All right, I'll probably give it a
Yeah,
shot.
take a peek.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, Lord. Last one before we get out of here. Did you hear about Gilbert Arenas going off? Gilbert Arenas is making fun of Hakeem Olajuwon for charging NBA players $50,000 to practice his Olajuwon moves. And Gilbert Arenas is saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be charging these young guys all this money. Plus, your moves is old as shit. Nobody cares about your moves no more. Nobody does those moves anymore." Because Giannis went down there to go practice with Hakeem, and Hakeem was like, "Hey, 50 grand." And for me, I think it's low. Like, you making $70 million a year, I should
Send
charge
that
you
over.
triple, $150K.
Pay
That
homage.
tax.
Yeah. Talking
Hey,
about people don't
I'm gonna
use
show you what I know
Olajuwon
for
moves no
free.
more. His moves are still relevant to guys that play in the
Big
post.
guys. for
Footwork.
sure, pause.
Not everybody wants a Euro and two-step. That's not basketball. It ain't. So shut the hell up. That's all I got. Anybody else got anything?
That was it.
Shut up. It's just a character. I can't stand when people try to throw shots, because like there's a population out there of like analysts or podcasters that throw shots at the old school. Say that nothing back then worked. They were all unathletic. Not really true. But it's a narrative you want to push. Steph Curry's great, but that doesn't mean he's the greatest thing ever. We've seen great. Seen Kobe, seen Jordan, you've seen Magic, you've seen guys. He's just another great guy. But he's not the end-all, be-all of basketball. Just the way it works. Giannis, we've seen a guy like him before. Sort of, kind of. You know? Doesn't mean he's the best. I'm sure 20 years from now, there'll probably be another LeBron. Maybe.
Right. But you think they'll still be talking about Jordan then? Nah, right. They don't
We'll
even
be
know.
talking about,
They don't even know who he is at that point.
In 20 years, they'll still be
Victim
talking about Jordan,
coming
because
out.
there'll still be some 80-year-old man. Jordan, did you watch the Last Dance? Did you watch it?
Oh yeah, The Last Dance will keep it around for a
Garbage.
while. Yeah.
Garbage. Listen, from the first time that I watched that documentary, I said, this is garbage. This is complete rubbish. I know Jordan was the overseer in this thing. I know it. Because he just shit on everybody instead of focusing on the Bulls. It was all Jordan.
It's about Jordan.
It's all Jordan.
It's not about the Bulls.
It's terrible. So, yeah, that is my irrelevant news of the week.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the? I mean, they stink.